Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Jim. My channel is More Sunshine, Please. This is the Tuesday night live stream. I hope everybody's all right. Pardon me. Should have done that before I clicked start the show. Welcome. Today, I've got another top 15 list. I'm wearing ears today. I don't normally do that. I'll explain why in just a second. Also, Disney has been posting some things, and maybe we'll get to that if there's time. Things that cast members are doing at home that we can enjoy. So we'll see if we can get to that. In the meantime, I thank you all for being here. Let's see. Rachel Myers and the Mouse biggest fan. You are today's winner. You win my admiration. Thank you so much for being the first one here. Wanda, Shakita Benita Byram, welcome to you as well. You got the silver. And Eric Newman, today's bronze medalist. Thank you for tuning in. I know you don't tune into these things, but I just like saying that. Sister Sunshine, how you doing? Richard, the Orlando guy, is here. This show's topic seems a bit manufactured. I'm just guessing that's how you said it. Good one. I appreciate that. Pepper Tree Villa, season's greetings. Captain Akron 27, Uper Wisdom Videos, Jason and Bridget are also here. Russ Stapleton, always good to see you. Mike Wheeler, welcome. Hello to the Sunshine Nation. It's Joey's World. How are you doing? Oh, I got it. Arr. I forgot what hat I was wearing. D&G Explorers, happy National Ears Day. I'm going to get to that in just a second. I just found out about that. The DePhilly crew. Hi, everybody. Did you hear what I just did? I said hi, everybody, because I was going to say hi, everyone, and then hi, everybody came out, and it was a hybrid. Hi, everyone. There we go. Disney Nerd Herders, thank you so much for being here. Charlie and family, welcome. Griswold family vacay, good to see you. Noah, Big Noah Mountain 5. Thank you so much for tuning in. I said it again. I can't stop. RVing to Disney's here. Bob and Ashley. Mar in Memphis is also here. Thank you for being here, everybody. Jerry Koralchuk, welcome to the show. Is that it for now? Let's say it is. Okay. This is why I'm wearing ears. I just found out about this. I don't know if this is really a national Wear Your Ears Day. I have a feeling that these podcasts and travel agents just kind of came up with that on their own. But what this is, and the reason I found out about it is because one of my daughter's teachers, actually 4 of them, we're doing the learning from home thing right now. And my daughter's main teacher is sending out a video every day. Well, today's video was a conference chat with 3 other teachers, and they were celebrating National Wear Your Ears Day. And I had never heard of it before 45 minutes ago. So what it is these folks here at the bottom, they want you to wear your ears, take a picture, post it to your social media of choice, hashtag it National Wear Your Ears Day, and I guess they're going to look at it. So that's today, March 31st, 2020, National Wear Your Ears Day. I don't have many ears. I've got Olaf here. I've got these. That's about it. No. I have Day of the Dead ears over there. Whatever's at the Character Warehouse, frankly. These were Pirates of the Caribbean ears that I got at the Cast Connections, whatever, in Anaheim, whatever that's called. Mad Chick, welcome to the show. Lorena Zapata is also here. Welcome. If I missed you, I do apologize. Let's see. Just going back a little bit. I think we're good. And if not, I apologize. So anyway, I'm wearing the ears. So that's that. So I learned that through the remote learning that's going on with my two kids. I'm doing it for my students. It's interesting. Mom's here. Hi, Mom. Candy Mom is also here. Hi, Candy Mom. Where was I? So anyway, the online schooling is kind of just getting started in our district. So it was day 2. I posted a thing for my students to check out. And I guess I don't have much more to say about that. Anywho, I've got, let me just talk a bit about this. This happened last night. I was on Pepper Tree Villa's The Taste of Easter with Derek and Gregory of D&G Explorers and Rob Fuzz. And Ben and Arnie's sister, Sherry, was also there. She's been joining us on these Taste of fill in the blank. They're always a lot of fun. What we do is we run out and get foods to try out pertaining to whatever the theme is. Yesterday's theme was the Taste of Easter, so we tried a bunch of stuff. I encourage you to go over to the Pepper Tree Villa channel and check out last night's live stream. It was a lot of fun. It always is. Check all of the Taste of series, or check the whole series. That's what I should have said. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. So I encourage you to do that. All right, let's get into today's topic, which is this. This is the 3rd week in a row I've been doing this. I like it. This is a top 15 list. Why 15? I don't really have a good answer for that. But today's topic is the top 15 Walt Disney World audio animatronics. If you don't know what those are, these are the robots that you see in rides. That's the most simple explanation I can give you. If you check out the Imagineering series on Disney Plus, you can see how they go into more in-depth information about audio animatronics and their development. But these are the characters in the rides that move. These are, the robots. So I thought, what are my top 15? And I don't know if these are necessarily in the order that I would choose them, but it's pretty close. I did it kind of quick. And also I thought about adding the other parks into this, Disneyland. And I thought, well, let's just stick to Walt Disney World, but I will reference some things in Anaheim. So let's get into it. Top 15. So what's the criteria here? Well, some just look amazing. Some of the newer animatronics look a lot more natural than the older ones. So some are on the list for that reason, and some are on the list just because they are, they hit a nostalgic heartstring. I think I'm crossing my sayings here, but some of them I just like. So I'll talk about each of them briefly. So let me know what yours are in the chat, and we will check those out too. I tend to flap my gums and ignore the chat, not on purpose, just on accident. Let's see. Russ, let's see. I'll just go to this. I have an idea for that. I think you should do food from the different countries of Epcot. For example, getting something interesting that's Mexican, Canadian. That's a great idea. Pepper Tree Villa. Did you read that? That's not bad. Yesterday, they let it be known that they had discussions about future shows. So who knows? I don't know. That's great. Ben, welcome to the show. Lady Jamers is also here. Welcome. Thank you. Let's get on with it. Number 15. This is a brand new one. And This is from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, there are not a lot of animatronics in this ride. Oh, there's a lot of projections. There's a lot of animation on the walls, but not a lot of audio animatronics. You've got this one at the beginning of the ride. This is a car that drives along with your ride vehicle. You're in a train. You're sitting in a train. I won't describe the ride too much because I don't want to spoil it. I know some people would rather experience this on their own without knowing too much. I'll just tell you what this is. This is a car. Mickey and Minnie are sitting in it. They drive along with you. They stop here, and their faces are, I can't do this, are projections. So their eyes and mouths, all their facial features are moving. And it's kind of a cool little animatronic because the car drives right alongside of you for a little bit. So that's that. I wanted to put something from this ride in there because it's really quite cool, but there just wasn't a lot of animatronics in it. But I do like that one. So I thought, well, let's put it on the bottom of the list. All right. Let's see. Next. Number 14, another new ride, and I'm not going to explain much about this. I just don't want to spoil it for anybody. But this is a Kylo Ren animatronic from the new Rise of the Resistance ride in Hollywood Studios at Galaxy's Edge, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now this, Blue Nose, welcome to the show. TikTok sent me. This, again, I don't want to spoil anything, so I got to watch my words here. What I like about this animatronic is he's standing there and he's moving his arms, but then he's affected by something that happens in the ride. So his motions change drastically, and it's kind of cool. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't want to give too much away. Pickle True loves Disney. Welcome to the show. Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. So without saying too much more about that, Kylo Ren is at the number 14 spot. So let's go. Number 13 on the top 15 best animatronics on Jim's list. Again, there's so many animatronics in It's a Small World, and none of them are state-of-the-art anymore. But I like going by the Hawaii area and seeing these dancers, and they're just shaking their hula skirts back and forth. It's a very simple effect, but it's cool. And you've got the Hawaiian drums going. It just, when I go through that section, I just like it a lot. It's a cool animatronic effect. Simple, but I just again, nostalgic. I remember this since I can remember going to Walt Disney World. I like this. Another thing, and it's not necessarily an animatronic, but I like the sun that has the rays that go opposite like that, and it creates a neat effect. That's not an animatronic, but I thought there needs to be some sort of It's a Small World representation in here. So I thought this is the coolest one. Makes me happy. So number 13. All right, number 12. Let's go on. Okay. This is Claude and Clyde from the queue of the Enchanted Tiki Room. And I'll tell you why I like them. Again, these guys are not state-of-the-art. At one time, perhaps they were. But they turn their heads, they open their beaks, and that's about it. But what I like about this, and this is in the queue, this is before you enter the showroom. There's a waterfall happening over this stone, whatever. You don't even know what it is. At least I didn't the very first time I saw it as a kid. Then all of a sudden the waterfall parts, and then there's this, looks like a stone cylinder that opens up, and it reveals this tiki statue with two birds sitting on it. And as a kid, and you're waiting in line to see this Enchanted Tiki Room show, and it seems like it's taking forever. Then this happens. Then this thing opens up, and these birds start talking. They introduce themselves. They tell a little story. Claude tells a story, and Clyde provides sound effects. And it's like, what is this? There's a show before the show. Anyway, I've always kind of had a soft spot in my heart for these guys. So again, they're not terribly dynamic, but it filled the dead time in the queue for waiting to see the Enchanted Tiki Room show. So I thought, well, I should put these guys in the list. So now the rest of the Tiki Room, it's okay. But I kind of like, I think these guys are my favorite part of that whole attraction. That's me. But, oh well. Russ says something, there's some of the original audio animatronics before they had electric servos, all wires and gears. Wow. And these are still the same. Now, I know things have been, there was once an update where they added Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine music, and it was a whole under new management thing. And I think these guys at one time had suitcases under them. It was interesting. But I like the original stuff. All right, moving on. Number 11. This is the Ursula from the Little Mermaid ride. And compared to the Tiki Room animatronics, this is one of the, hang on. I wrote it down. I think I wrote it down. Yes, I wrote it down. This is what is known as an A100 figure. This is a new breed of animatronics, and they offer a more fluid motion, a little more lifelike, if you can say that. Ursula is one of them. What's also cool about this is it's so big. You can see the tentacles of Ursula stretch, and I think they stretch for 12 feet, and she's quite tall. So when you're going by as she's singing her song, is she singing a song? I think so. It's just this massive animatronic that looks pretty good. There are more A100 figures on the list, of course, coming up, but this is one of them. So this is one of the new breed of animatronics. So I thought it was pretty neat. All right, now let's get into the top 10 of favorite animatronics. Russ says his favorite animatronics at Disney are the animal animatronics at Animal Kingdom. Russ, I think those are real animals. I could be wrong. Ursula's her favorite villain. Here we go. Top 10. C-3PO in Star Tours. Now, C-3PO shows up twice. Once in the queue, where he's chatting with R2-D2. And what's nice about this is the character of C-3PO is robotic, so his animatronic seems very authentic because of those movements, easy to replicate with an animatronic. C-3PO is also now in the ride vehicle. Wasn't originally, but is now, and he's your pilot, right? He's the pilot of your Star Tour. Yeah, so when that wall first opened up, when you're on the ride and C-3PO was sitting there the first time, it was kind of exciting to see him right there in the room with you. And he's actually very close. You can't reach out and touch him, but because you're sitting down buckled, but he's really close to you in that ride. Anyway, I like it. It's pretty cool. And then they have, Anthony Daniels providing, the original voice, providing the voice in the ride. So it's just really cool. All right. Seems to be some debate in the chat about which animals are animatronics in that. I hope that's all in jest. Okay, here we go. Number 9. This is Queen Elsa from Frozen Ever After. There's actually a couple animatronics, 3 actually, that I like in this ride. One is Sven, the reindeer, one where he's got his tongue stuck to the pole. That's just humorous, but not terribly dynamic, but he moves back and forth, his eyes move. Then Olaf's in it a few times. I like the ice skating Olaf. I like the one right at the beginning, the first time you see him, and he appears to be walking as he follows your ride vehicle in your boat, your Viking boat. So it appears as though he's walking. He's elevated, so you can't see the mechanism that's making that happen. So it's a good effect. It's hidden from you, but I like that. But the best one on the ride is actually this one, Elsa. It's when you finally get into the ice palace, and Elsa. This is the Let It Go portion of the ride. So if you remember Maelstrom, there was a part where your boat stopped, turned, and then went backwards. That's this part of this ride. So as you see her and she's singing the first lines of Let It Go, actually of the chorus, your boat's doing that. It's switching tracks, and then as soon as she says "Let it go," that's when your boat takes off. And it's neat because the whole room lights up, and there's fractals or whatever she says in the song, snowflakes and ice all around you, and the song's so rousing anyway. But it's just neat. And then her arm, she's one of the A100 figures, so this isn't like Clyde and Claude. This is a new breed of animatronic. But it's neat. It's a neat part of the ride, and that's a neat animatronic. And until today, I could never get Elsa and Anna straight. I didn't know who was who, even though we've seen the movie in our household a number of times. For some reason, I never could get them straight. But downloading this picture and researching it for this list, I think I'm going to remember it now. So that's a win for today. Mars says, I've seen a YouTube clip where Ursula's head popped off. Good Lord. And her wires were showing. That if they were smart, they would have tied that into where she perishes at the end of the movie. I don't know. Maybe not. But Candy Mom, that is the best part of the ride. I agree. Yeah. Let's move on to number 8. Here we go. This is near the end of Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. There are other animatronics in the mountain itself of the Seven Dwarfs, but what I prefer is after the ride, after you get through the exciting part of the ride, you come across the dwarves' cabin, and they're singing that yodeling song from the movie. And some of the dwarves are playing instruments, some are just enjoying the music. And then Snow White and Dopey and whoever shoulders Dopey is on are dancing. And it's just a feel-good moment. And I like the dancing effect that's going on there. It's just really neat. It might be my favorite part of that ride. So your vehicle, because it's at the end of the roller coaster part and you're waiting to be let into the unloading portion of the ride, your vehicle stops here, and it can stop here for a while. So you're watching them have a little party here. But then once your train moves forward again into the unloading area, you can see on the left side of the cabin that somebody is at their door. So it's pretty neat. I don't want to spoil it if you've never seen it, but yeah, it's cool. Also, the animatronics in the mountain have the projected faces. These do not. Their mouths don't really move, I don't think, in this portion of the ride. but inside the mountain, they're singing "Hi Ho" and all of that. It's pretty cool. All of the animatronics I like them all in that ride. Bob would call it the end of the ride. It's the end of the ride. Agreed. Okay. Jeffrey Rosendez, welcome to the show. Number 7. Oh, no. I blew it. I hit the button too hard. Number 7. I'll just go through this. Abe Lincoln in the Hall of Presidents. What I like about this is the fact that he stands up and then gives a speech. I just like that. I liked the original one with the original voice. I have not seen Hall of Presidents in many years. I don't really know if he still does this, but he used to give a speech. He starts seated and then he stands up and gives a little speech. And I was always fascinated by that. I thought that's something different. That's a cool animatronic. But I think they changed the voice. The original voice was now I can't remember the guy's name. Moving on. You've already seen my 6th pick. This is Lightning McQueen at Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. This is a new thing in Hollywood Studios. And he doesn't move. The platform he's on moves, it rotates. So he turns. His eyes and mouth are projections, and they look great. You know, his eyes move, of course, but the mouth follows the speech. Owen Wilson's providing the voice, of course. And it's a great effect. You can't really tell when you're seated in the room. You can't really tell where the mouth projection starts and stops. You know what I mean? Like there should be a seam where it doesn't look as good. Like the projections in Frozen Ever After of somebody mentioned it in the chat of Anna and Elsa don't always look great. Sometimes the faces look off like a different color. So, but this looks fantastic. The red matches the red, and I was very impressed with it. It was pretty cool. So he turns all the way around and faces the other way as he does a simulator. Again, I don't want to spoil it too much. I think I have a bunch of family watching. I think Sully and Finn and Riley and Declan, I think they're all watching. Welcome, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show. And I hope you're staying safe. Oh, Sully and Finn. All right. I see some people saying hi. Cool. Awesome. Thanks for being here. All right. We're counting down the top 15 animatronics at Disney World. So let's go to number 5. This is Buzz Lightyear from the queue of Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. When you are just about to get onto the ride vehicles, you see Buzz Lightyear. He's telling you the object of the game. He's telling you about Zurg. He's the evil emperor, and you got to get him, whatever. Again, this is, what did I call it? A100. The A100 figure. So his arms are moving better than Abe Lincoln's arms move, but Abe Lincoln's still cool. Again, this has a face projection. I know there are video clips out there where the face projection stopped working, and that's freaky. But this is a good one. There's also another Buzz Lightyear at the end of the ride after you've accumulated all your points. Doesn't move quite as much as this one does. So I like this one a little bit better. But I like them both. Let's see. This is my mom, by the way. Country Bears, Big Al, Statler and Waldorf. Indeed. Buzz Lightyear. And Potato Head from the carnival ride. I can't think of the Toy Story ride where you see Potato Head. Oh, well. Wait, my dad's here? Hi, Dad. Cool. All right, let's move on. Number 4. Speaking of Country Bear Jamboree, I think I like these guys most. This is, darn it, I forgot the first guy's name. Melvin. Buff is the buffalo, and Max is the deer. These guys are on the wall to the right of the audience in Country Bear Jamboree. And they're the first thing you hear and see moving. They're the first animatronics that you see moving in the show. And I was always fascinated by them. I loved it when after the show, you'd exit the auditorium and then you would exit through the restaurant next door. And they would have these same 3 characters in there. And if you were quick enough, you could see them still singing in the restaurant after you've exited Country Bear Jamboree. I don't think they're there anymore. But they're still in the show. They're still in Country Bear Jamboree, but the ones in the restaurant are not there. Somebody help me out with what that restaurant is called. I can't think today. On the tip of my tongue, I can't think about it. Anyway, but I like these guys. But so many of the characters in Country Bear Jamboree are cool, like Big Al and Liver Lips is another one. But I was just always fascinated by these guys. So Pecos Bills, thank you. Okay, thanks, Bob. All right, top 3. Here we go. It's after 8 o'clock already. Let's finish this up. All right, here we go. Is Mouse Talk going live today? I don't even know. I tried to find whether he was or not. I know he just hit 2,000 subscribers, so congratulations to him. To Walt and Melissa, actually, both. But I couldn't find a live show. So I don't know if he's live yet or not. Oh, he just went live. Thank you, Candyman. All right, so let's wrap this up. So number 3, here we go. Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, all of the Pirates of the Caribbean animatronics are classic. But Jack Sparrow is a recent addition, been in for like 10 years now, I'm sure. But he's one of the new breed of animatronics, the A100 figures. So he looks a lot smoother than almost every other animatronic in the ride. But the first time I saw it, I go, man, that's really lifelike. That looks really good. So, and he appears in the ride, I think 3 times. The one where he's peering behind the clothes, the one where he pops up out of the barrel, and then there's him at the end of the ride lounging in the throne. So I just thought the Jack Sparrow animatronic in particular looked great. But my favorite used to be the Auctioneer, just because I loved his voice. He was voiced by Paul Frees, who is the ghost host. And Pepper Tree Villa got the Mouse Talk alert too. Good. Alerts have been iffy lately. Sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. Paul Frees no longer voices the Auctioneer, so I don't like him as much anymore. Oh, well. What are you going to do? All right. Second on my list of best animatronics in Walt Disney World. This is the shaman at the end of Navi River Journey. And this is in Pandora in Animal Kingdom. This is from the movie Avatar. This is the only animatronic, I think, in the ride. And it's right at the end. And she's singing this song. I don't know what she's singing. But she's flailing her arms and her head's moving. And it's it's huge. It's a giant animatronic. So, but it looks so fluid, so smooth in its motion. If you haven't seen it, it's the only good part of that ride. That's not true. There are other good parts of the ride, but the ride once is enough. But that's a wonderful animatronic, but not what I think is the best animatronic. Baron says, I love the pirates. Let's put that up there. Trying to convince the puppy holding the keys. Yeah. Classic Disney animatronics. Probably the best ones after Jack Sparrow. Baron, I agree with you. Thanks for bringing that up. Okay, first one on the list. Here we go, without further ado. This is from Star Wars Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run. This guy's name is Hondo. Hondo, he's got a last name. Hondo Onaka. I had to look at what I wrote down. This is in the queue to the ride. This is the guy that's giving you the lowdown on what the story of the ride is. You are smuggling stuff using the Millennium Falcon. But the queue for the ride, this guy's elevated. He's up above your head on a platform. And this is the regular queue. So if you do the single rider or fast pass, you will not see this guy. But this guy moves around up there. It looks like he's working the control panel up there. He's looking down at the crowd, talking to everybody. I think it's the smoothest, most lifelike animatronic there is right now. Disney Nerd Herders, are you chanting for Sunny Eclipse? No. Sunny Eclipse is a Chuck E. Cheese hand-me-down. That's all that is. I like him. He didn't make the list. Bob says, what about Rocket at Mission Breakout? Yes, I kept this list to Walt Disney World. But I agree, Rocket at Mission Breakout. I liked the Wicked Witch of the West in the old Great Movie Ride. That was another one. I had another one. The Hatbox Ghost is another one I love. A very simple effect for that one. Doesn't move a lot, if at all. But I just like it. It's really cool. I wish the Hatbox Ghost were here in Orlando. The Evil Queen in the Snow White ride in Disneyland. The one where she's looking in a mirror and then turns around to look at you, but then she's transformed. Classic Disney animatronic, a very deceptively simple effect, but I like that one a lot. So there's some at Disneyland that I just to put it on the list because it's not a Disneyland list, but agreed. Rocket, I like that one a lot. So folks, thank you so much for being here. Oh, I checked the chat already. Let's go there. I want to thank Dean from the Live Place, theliveplace.com, for hosting all these family-friendly live streams, me included, and just about everybody that has a live stream. It's fantastic. Don't forget to check out Pepper Tree Villa's live stream last night. I was a guest on it. So was D&G Explorers and Rob Fuzz. We did the Taste of Easter. It was pretty cool. Right now, we're all going to go over to Mouse Talk. Disanity. Congratulate him on 2,000 subs. Tomorrow, we've got the Disney Nerd Herders on their Wednesday night live stream. I understand Avery is going to be a big part of that show. Looking forward to that. Then at 8 o'clock, D&G Explorers. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Head on over to Mouse Talk. I'll be following you shortly. Thank you, everybody in the chat. If I missed you, I apologize, but thank you so much for being here. I will see you next week at 7:30. Tell Walt it's a Sunshine Nation invasion over at Mouse Talk. Bye, everybody. Bye, family. See everybody. Take it easy. Stay safe. Ending broadcast.